Hi beauties, I'm back with a video that I promised someone I would do about a month ago. Um, I did a haul at the 99-cent only store, and I found a quite a few of beautiful brushes that I like well, let's go back. I found quite a few beautiful brushes from a brand that I've used before from 99-cent only store that is called Basic Beauty. I've used their beauty sponges and I've used some of their brushes before, but I had never seen these, and when I saw them I went ahead and purchased one of each of the ones that were there, and I said I was going to do a video just applying all my products, makeup products, with these brushes. And we're talking about contour brushes, blush brushes, foundation, and so on. So this is what they look like. And I know if you've seen the haul that I'm talking about from the 99-cent only store, you've seen these brushes. Now to get started. Now what I do have on my face is moisturizer, primer, and that's pretty much it. Moisturizer and primer. So today what I'm going to be using is everything that I've been using quite frequently. It has been my go-to for the summer. I will tell you, I've been using this L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder. This has been discontinued. This is my last bottle. It's my last bottle, and I am so upset that it's no longer available. But I like it for the summer. It works quite well for me. Of course, my go-to concealer has been the Maracuja Creaseless Concealer by Tarte. I'm going to be using the Pure Sculptor. Now, I've mentioned before that these here are quite deep for me, but I do use the top one. And by the way, this smells like chocolate. It just smells really good. I will use this top one sometimes. What I do is I combine that one with the Pure Bronze and Brighten palette. And lately, because of the summer, I like my glow. So what I do is I combine it just with a little bit of this, and it provides my bronzing. I don't use it a lot or don't apply it heavily because, again, it's quite dark. But this highlighter here is amazing. And the blush, I only use a little bit because I do like the peachy color, but I don't like that all of it has a shimmer. I like the glow over the summer, don't get me wrong, but I'm not trying to glow in the dark either. I'm all over the place with brands today, so don't expect to see just high-end or just drugstore. But this is what I usually, I've been using constantly over the summer. And as you can see, the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Talc-Free face powder has been my go-to. And of course, and I'm hitting the pan. So I use that for setting a bit. For the eyeshadow, I am using the Alamar Cosmetics palette, and the only reason I am using it is because, one, I love it. I love the colors in here. So these are the colors that I'll be using because, of course, I'm working with purples and lavenders and so on. So I think these will be some great colors to use right here and right here. I don't know about the green today, but this palette has been one that I've used this summer quite a bit as well. What I'm going to be using for my lips is going to be this Smashbox right here, and I'm trying to see what the color is, but this is what it looks like. Very nice, very metallic. It applies metallic, but it doesn't stay like super metallic. I used the Karl Lagerfeld lip liner in this color here. Yes, they don't match, but I like the way this lines my lips, and when I put this on, they match quite well. Because I do like the combination that the color ends up with. Like this, you see it's kind of brownish, I don't know that I just want a true brown, but we'll see how it turns out. I like for it to look kind of neutral, but still stay. And these definitely stay all day. Um, Tarte mascara lights camera lashes. I'm gonna use this today to apply to my lashes, and I will be using falsies today. So out of all days, um, and then the scone tattooed in this purple color here. Um, Insanely intense tattooed waterproof eyeliner. I have been going through the waterproof eyeliners because one, my allergies have been really bad, and two, this heat has been unbearable. So that is it on the products that I'm using today, and let's get started with these brushes. So here are all the brushes that I'll be using. And like I said, this is the only thing I'm going to be using to apply my makeup today. Hoping it works for the best. They feel very, very nice. This one, like I said, is supposed to be the foundation brush, but it's kind of small. It reminds me of I'm trying to think, but I believe it reminds me of the Laura Geller foundation brush. That it is small as well, and I'm not too fond of it because of how small it is. But hey, you never know; it might work. But they do feel really, really nice, and we will make this work. So let's get busy here. First, we are going to start with this foundation. Shake it up a bit. I use right now the 328 Sun Beige. Like I said, it is a tone darker than what I'm used to because of all the color that I got while I was on vacation. So I'm putting some right here on my hand, and then we will start off. What do I have there? Looks like I have glitter. We will start off with this brush right here. Tap on it, and holy moly, it picks up a lot. But you see what I'm talking about how it is really small. It will take longer to apply your foundation, but it's applying it quite well. Trying to make sure that I apply it everywhere that it needs to go. This is what the foundation uh, looks like. Like I said, it looks very natural. It doesn't have a lot. It's not like full coverage foundation, but to me it works quite well for the summer. You don't feel cakey. It's very light. Uh, it does cover quite a bit for it to be a light coverage, but I like it. It just makes my skin feel good. Now, would I use this to apply foundation? It works well with this one, but and it does apply it quite decently, but it just takes longer with a small brush. To me, I just feel like it defeats the purpose. But some people enjoy small brushes. Does it feel good as you're applying it on the skin? Yes, the brush works well. The size of it is just not my cup of tea. But it is a cute brush, and for $1, you can't beat that. Um, so now we are going to apply the concealer. I'm going to apply it with my finger and then blend it in with the same foundation brush and see how that works, because I don't have a brush for concealer and I don't want to use any other application product. And again, with this concealer, I love the way it feels, but I feel like you just need a little bit to go a long way. And it's a concealer that feels very, it doesn't feel dry and, cakey. It just feels very hydrating. So again, I'm going to go in and just see if this works to distribute it. And it's working. Do I like to use this? No, I usually use a beauty blender or a beauty sponge. I'm going to use the contour brush that I mentioned earlier just to set the bottom. Not a lot of product, just enough. What I'm going to use for the brows is going to be this e.l.f. Little brow liner. So you can see I have been using it. And we are going to use this right here and see how it works. Like I said, it may be too big for my eyebrows. Maybe too big for my eyebrows, but we'll see. So I'm going to do the other eyebrow off camera. So there you have it. I have my eyebrows in place. But again, this brush right here, too big for my taste and also too soft for it to be an eyebrow brush. I think I need something just a little bit more stiff, just to be able to comb through the brows and make sure that they are the way I feel comfortable with them. So there you have it. Eyebrows done. Now we are going in with the eyeshadow, and I do already have primer on my eyes. So we're going to go with this palette here. And we are going to start off with this fluffy brush right here. And we're going to start off with this shade right here as my first shade. So this tone right here is a lot darker than what I would want to start off with, but we're going to go ahead and give it a go because that is all I have to work with in this palette, and it usually works. Like I said, this is a palette that I like for the summer, so it's not bad. with the same brush, I'm going to go into this color right here, and it's called Tropical. The first one is Coco Taxi. She has some interesting names. And that I am just going to do the crease and just go here. I know there's some bright pigmented wild colors, but I like them. And I'm not too worried about this. Yes, I already put my foundation and concealer on, but I usually just get a big brush and do this, and it works. And if I need to do more correction than that, I will. So now we are going to use this brush right here. This brush is a pretty flat, but to me it's still an eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to apply this color right here. And it's called Guantanamera. And we are just going to tap it right there. And we are going to do the other one. It's a nice little brush that works right quite well. And it works for that little area right there. See? So now we're going to go back in with this brush and blend and just bring it all the way. Same thing here. Like I said, these brushes are quite soft, very good with blending, but I do not think that the softness works for the eyebrows. Now, we're going to go back in there. We're not done yet. And back with the same brush, we're going to go into this right here. It's called Cafecito. And I am just putting in the tip of it because what I want is I just want to apply it right there. I don't want to go any further. And then I'm going to go in with this angled brush right here that they said, or it said it was a contour brush, but I don't think so. So we are going to just blend this. And now for the lid, we are going to use this right here. And I am going to spray this just because I want to wet the brush. And we are going to go in to this right here, La Costa. And we're just going to stamp Okay, so now we're gonna go back in with this blender here and just make sure that I got all of this blended in and just going together. Use this angled brush here again and go in with that same color, La Costa, and put it on my brow bone, right on it, because I want glow. And going back with this little flat brush, taking the end that I did not use on the other side, I am going to go back with that color right there and that color right there, Tropico en Guantanamera, I'm sorry, and bring some togetherness to this. Dip in a little bit of cafecito so I can bring some darkness right here. And there you have it. Now, to quickly put on my bronzer, I am going to dip in both of these. So I'm going to dip in that right there, and we're going to use the bigger brush for that. So that is called Inventor, and I'm just going to pat a little bit, and then we are going to dip in this one right here, and pat pat, and that gives me some color. And we're going to do that again. Now, I only dip in the Inventor once, and then I go back in with only the other one from the Pure Brighten and Bronze, because again, I want that glow. And put some up here. We're going to go back in same brush, and we're going to go in with the peach in that right there. And then the highlighter. And what I'm going to use for the highlighter is going to be this right here. Yes, multitasking with brushes here, because I'm trying to use only what I said I was going to use. And now to do the eyeliner. And I was going to use this eyeliner, purple one, but I'm going to go in and use this one right here, this e.l.f., which is a brown, because I feel like the brown is going to work better for what for the look I have on today, or for the look I ended up with today. And there's the eyeliner. And now we're going to put a little bit of mascara. I was trying to say that I was going to do falsies, but I don't think I'm going to have time for falsies today. So we are just going to go for my regular eyelashes. There's my look. What do you think? Comment below. But this is how I need to go to a closing right now. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked the these I hope you liked what you saw on these brushes. They are $1 a piece at the 99-cent only store. Some of them worked great for me. The ones I liked the most, of course, were the eyeshadow brushes and the contour and blush brush, which are these right here. They worked very good for me. These two, this applies well and everything. It's just too small for what I like using, and then this one is too big for what I like using. So there you have it. That is what that's my opinion on these brushes here. But each for $1, they work quite well. I mean, here's my look, and I honestly don't think anybody would think that I use dollar brushes to put my makeup on. So thank you for watching this video. Like I said, comment below if you have used any of these brushes before and how they worked for you, and if you haven't and wish to use some of them, try to see if you can find them at the 99-cent store, 99-cent only store that is in your local area. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!